How do I start recording? There we go. Hey guys, it's Cam here. Claymore. It is a amazing get knifed in the face Tuesday evening. I've gotten a request to talk about how to ask your preferred girl to homecoming. Homecoming we don't have in Canada, but I'm going to assume I heard on a Woody's Gamertag video that that is a football thing where maybe first home game, maybe, and there's a big dance and it's a huge deal for all the kids. So, Michael, this one's for you, because I heard you're having girl troubles and needed assistance. Quick rundown of this: I'm playing free-for-all because every team deathmatch lobby I joined was hacked, and I was really upset about that, so I'm like, you know what? I'm playing free-for-all, screw this. Actually, how long is this video? 6 minutes. I've got tons of time. Tons of time. Get pooped on sniper. This game, the beginning went really well for me and kind of petered off into the end. You'll see how it worked out in the end for me, though. Okay, let's get right into it. First of all, you need to know that asking this girl to homecoming does not need to be a huge deal. I'm going to quote Woody and say you're not proposing to this girl, and nobody's going to be talking about how awesome and how flashy it was 10 years down the road. The fact is that it doesn't really make much of a difference. Yeah, sure, it'd be pretty cool to wow her, and oh, not this part. It would be really cool to wow her and all that. Get pooped on guy sneaking up behind me. But really, it doesn't make much of a difference. All you really need to do is say, hey, Elizabeth. Let's say her name's Elizabeth. Hey, Elizabeth. I'd really like to go to homecoming with you. How would you like to join me? And you see right there, I'm using that cover in the back. Always use cover. That's the best thing ever. That's all you need to do. You say, hey, I'm going to homecoming. Do you have a partner yet? Or do you have somebody to go with yet? And that's it. You don't need to drop down on your knee with like a little invitation saying you were formally invited to join Trevor to homecoming this year. No, you don't need. I suppose you could do that and make all their friends jealous, but in all reality, you don't need to. If she happens to be if you happen to have a girlfriend at the time and you want to ask her, or you feel like it's implied, get the Predator missile and get pooped on. If you want to feel like actually asking your girlfriend, like being an awesome guy, get her some roses. That'd be cool. For formal, it's kind of similar to the homecoming. I did that for my current girlfriend at the time, and that was pretty cool. She was pretty impressed by that. So that's always a good thing to do, guys, if you have a girlfriend. If you don't have a girlfriend, I would not recommend that. She might think it kind of weird. Oh, get the double kill, get the double kill! Yeah, there we go. She might think it's kind of weird, especially if she doesn't want to say yes. Obviously, chances are she's going to say yes if you know this girl and you talk to her a lot. If she's the random girl that, you know, like a billion guys might be asking, and you want to ask her just because she's super pretty, you know, maybe don't do that. Maybe go with somebody who's a close friend of yours. Maybe go with your best girlfriend that you have. Girlfriend as in female friend, not girlfriend. You know what I mean. You got it. If you don't get roses, well, I was back to what I was saying, don't get roses for somebody that you really don't know. Maybe if it's your best friend or something, get her a couple roses. That'd be really cool. She'd probably like that. But if it's somebody you don't know, it might wow them a little bit. But if you've got a huge crush on her, and she maybe doesn't really know you that well, I wouldn't recommend getting her roses or something flashy like that. First of all, roses are expensive. Yeah, I don't know if you bought roses before, but they are very expensive. It hurts. And second of all, she just might think it's kind of weird. I think that's the third time I've said that now because I kept getting distracted, so that's that. Off of homecoming, because that's not really relevant to me, how to partake in a relationship. Let's not say get, because that makes a woman sound as a material possession, and she's not. And that is #1 rule: do not treat said girl as a material possession, because that is not what she is. She is another human being. Watch this. Just watch this for a second. Watch this. Get distracted for a second. And how? How did I not get that? Ooh, text message. Anyways, what was I saying? How to get girl, lost track of thought. Oh, treat her as an actual person, because that is what she is. I don't know how I didn't get this guy, by the way. I get knifed. She is a real person. Treat her as such. Try complimenting her. That always works. Don't do it to an extreme. The best thing is just get to know her. That is your most important thing. Get to know who she is. That way you get to know her, she'll get to know you. That way she'll actually might start liking you as well, hopefully if everything goes right. And then asking her out. Easiest thing. Hey Elizabeth, do you want to go to a movie with me tomorrow? You can't get any easier than that. You don't need to take her to dinner. You don't need to take her to the most expensive restaurant in town just to impress her. Chances are you can't afford that. I can't afford that. And it's just a lot of effort. Easiest thing, take her to a movie. If she says yes, after she says yes, let's say after she says yes, let's assume everything goes well. Just chill. Just chill with her, talk. Get to know her. If you feel like... I'm going to assume that most people watching this are they're around 15 to 16, so they might not have a lot of experience with this. Say movie is going, you feel like, hey, you know what, I'm going to make a bold move. Her hand's on the armrest or on her leg, put your hand on her hand. Hold her hand for the rest of the movie. That's all you need to do. She'll think it's really cute, and you'll get some hand-holding action, if you know what I mean. You can't really go wrong there. There's no way she's going to go, ew, and not touch your hand, because obviously... Oh, goodness. Oh, we're going to make this a part 1 and do a part 2 follow-up later on. Look at this, look at that 360. That's a winner. You know what, I'll just keep talking for a second. I don't care, this is a stat board. You can look at that for a while, look how really well I did. I got 3rd place, by the way, if you can't see that in the next 2 seconds, there you go. There's no way she's gonna say, ew, no, don't touch my hand, because she already said yes to going to the movie with you, which kind of seems like a date to me. So let's assume that she assumes it's a date as well. And then, so then you get to hold her hand and all that. That's a pretty good icebreaker. Maybe, okay, let's say you're 16, you can drive in the United States, it's ridiculous, can't drive by yourself until you're 17 in Canada. Kiss her on the cheek or the forehead before she goes to before you walk her home. If you feel like that's too bold of a move, or you think she wouldn't enjoy that, don't worry about it. Save it for a different time. But it's always cute when you say goodbye to her. Just kiss her on the cheek and leave. That's it. Just leave her there. Of course, say bye or whatever you want to do. Give her a hug. But best thing, hold hand at the movie. This is just starting off. Obviously, you want to do more serious crap whenever you just. Do that. We might deal with that later on. Hand holding, kiss on the cheek. That's probably the best first date advice that I can do. Oh, if you've got a cell phone and you're texting her, don't text her all the time. Or at least text her whenever she texts you, but don't just constantly text her over and over and over and over again. I know you're going to want to. I have the exact same problem. But you really have to resist wanting to text her all the time. I don't care how crazy you are about her. All you gotta do is just text her every once in a while. Maybe if she hasn't texted you in, like, all day or whatever, say, hey, how's it going? Right? Nothing crazy. Like, just big, I guess, let's see. Best thing is, as well as that first date crap that I gave you before, be her friend. That's your best in to charm this girl. I'm probably going to do a part 2 or a follow-up if people have questions and stuff like that. That's about all I can think for now. It's late, I've got to go to sleep. And I'm going to render this out and do a little bit of editing first. Okay guys, if you enjoyed, as always, leave a comment. Please leave a comment. I'm going to say leaving a comment is mandatory. I'll do my best to reply to you, as I usually do. If you liked it, leave a like. If you really liked it, leave a subscribe. And I will talk to you later.